Hello and welcome to Monkeys with Fire. How is everybody this evening? I hope you're all well. I hope you've had a good day painting minis or playing games. Okay then, so to start off tonight's show, we're going to take a look at the King of Tartuffe from the Drowned Earth miniatures game. Okay, so this is now available on the Drowned Earth miniatures game website. The last time we had James Baldwin, the designer, on the show, he was teasing this pack, and I think it was available as a pre-order. Of course, now it is available quite readily from the online store. You can purchase it as a complete pack, as you can see here, or alternately, you can purchase the miniatures as individual blister packs. And of course we've got minis from the various factions within the game. We have the Militar, we have the Artificers, we have, I think, the Bondsman. Alright, so that is the pack. That's the nice packaging, but let's move on to the actual minis. What's nice about getting the actual pack is that you do get the scenario. And so we have a nice piece of flavor text that explains the situation. It is designed to use the 6 models that you receive within the pack. And then there is a code, a QR code that allows you to scan and download the scenario. And if you're familiar with the popular board game King of Tokyo or King of New York, then you might have a little bit of a hint as to how this type of game scenario actually plays out, it being the King of Tartuffe. I hope I'm saying that right. And what we've got first is a Trudon. And here he is. Now, we've got his side piece here. Let me just fix that in carefully. Have I got the right side? Maybe I haven't. No, I think the other one. Here we go. That looks like a better fit. So we've got him here. He's a nice little sized dino. I am looking forward to starting the painting project on doing these dinosaurs. As you know, I've been working on some foliage for an upcoming The Drowned Earth battle board that I'm going to be working on. So we'll do the foliage, we'll get the landscape, we'll do the dinos, and then we'll move on to the teams. Who we got next? You see, of course, for me, I'm picking the easy names to do first. Because I am bound to ruin these names. So then we have Ando. He is part of the Artificers faction. And what's cool about Ando is he has a grapple gun that basically launches a rope at his prey and either wheels the prey in or wheels him up to the prey, where he can use his dino chopper to just smack them around. He is absolutely, he's a nasty little guy. But he is a 1-part sculpt. Where's the best place? There we go. Full of character. Lots of smoke coming out of his pipe there. He's got his grapple gun. Lots of nice detail to him. La Casque. I've got to put lots of emphasis in the S's, haven't I, since it's a lizard-based creature. La Casque. And I believe it's a she. She's got a Nova cannon, ancient blade, Run and gun. So if this model successfully hits while shooting, they can make a free dodge move, as well as they rolled a passed on a dodge test. That's cool. And camouflaged. When an enemy model targets this model with a shoot action, that enemy is at -1 marksmanship. So she's quite cool. Let's take a look at the mini. Again, multi-part. We'll look at the main. There she is. I've seen that Snowyak has done some really good jobs on his Drowned Earth miniatures. Hello, Snowyak! We were just talking about you. Well, I was, more to the point. You are summoned. Snowyak, this is La Casque. Which faction is she part of? I can identify the others, and I'm just... this one is eluding me. The Firm, that's it, of course. So, we've done Trudons, we've done Ando as part of the Artificers. La Casque is the Firm. They are the equivalent of the, did we say that it's the Yakuza? That's it, sort of the Yakuza. Because, you know, she's got a nice energy weapon here, I believe. But then she does have, it just comes as an ancient blade, but of course it's a katana of some description, isn't it? Alright, we will then move on to Ravana. Ravana is part of the Bondsman. Am I correct on that one, Snow? You make sure I'm doing this correct. And Ravana has quake grenades and an axe. What's she able to do? This model may deploy stealthed. Place a stealth token next to the model. And camouflaged. When an enemy model targets this model with a shoot action, that enemy is at -1 marksmanship. She's the medic. So, yeah, she's quite a stealthy sort of character. But then she's got these quake grenades, which are pretty devastating. So let's take a look at her. There we go. So she has a robotic arm, which is holding one of these smoking grenades already, with another grenade ready to pull the pin in between her teeth. She has a bit of a yeah, there's a hint of a Princess Leia haircut going on there. I'm not saying it's deliberate or anything. I'm just recognizing it. Because there's lots of miniatures that walk around with Princess Leia haircuts. So she's cool. Alright, now this one, this is just solid metal. So this is Forek, and Forek is the leader of the Milita faction, and typically the leaders you are able to get in a sort of mounted version. So this is now his model. And he is, am I right in saying he's a dirge? Which is a sort of short of stature race within the Drowned Earth. But as we've all sort of identified, he's definitely got a predator aliens sort of motif going on. A genetically engineered dwarf type. So there we go. So, I don't know how on earth I get to show you all of this metal. So, I mean, it literally is going to be, let's say it's big. Yes, it is big. I think this is going to be a lovely project to do. So we've got, I mean, it's a load lifter, isn't it? We've got the legs, which are quite squat in their own right. Certainly we can put the main body of this load lifter with Vorek sitting inside. Blue tack is your friend. We've got the skull of an unfortunate dinosaur to adorn the top of the load lifter, which is really awesome. Two great big pneumatic arms, one with the pincers. I'll have to check, but that looks like a flame weapon of some description. Yeah, I mean, just that's just great. That's the type of canopy you want. In fact, let's see, can we put in, that being the case, this arm would go in just there. Thank you very much for the subscription, Snow. I got to admit, the way that the Drowned Earth construct minis, really clever. So you'll just see on these two pieces. So these are essentially sort of key and bolt. So they basically just go together like so. And they clip together like that, and then of course, can I try and do it without because there's even two indentations inside here for the protrusions on the bottom here. They are so clever on their designs of constructing minis. Dutch engineering. No, it's really good and very useful. So yeah, those will go together like so, and then they drop down in nice and snug. It's difficult for me to do it obviously on the camera here, but you can essentially see how it goes. So it's very thoughtful design, and that's very much appreciated. So there we go, guys. That is the Drowned Earth Wave 1 miniatures. As I say, you can purchase them as a complete set, or you can buy them individually in blisters. From those, was there any particular mini character that stood out to you guys that you particularly liked? Pascal, you like Ravana? Ah, right. Yeah, she's got a lot of character to her, hasn't she? I think in the game, Ando is brilliant. So, yes, Vorek mounted, he has an Inferno pack. So it is a flame unit and a pincer arm. It has a mobility, so when making a climb, it may re-roll. So of course it's got good footing. The model does not take damage for falling. And when dismounting, this model mount only has a toughness, armor, and wound profile. The Trudons, yep, they're good fun. What do they have? They have Tear. When targeting this model with a shoot action, and any model will require a nailed it result to successfully hit, because they are awesome at evading, because they're sneaky little guys. Ando with his grappling gun and dino chopper. So when making a climb test, this model may re-roll the attribute dice. And then grapple. When this model hits at a pass range during a shoot test, you must place the target model in base-to-base contact with this model at the point of the least distance between the two models. However, if the target model has a larger base size than this model, instead place this model in base-to-base contact with the target model. It's just brilliant. That's just so much fun. So you shoot your grapple gun. If your base is the same size as your target, you draw the target on in. But if the target is bigger than you, he gets drawn on into the target. And then, of course, you can give him a smack with his dino chopper. Because he is a huge dinosaur hunter. And Pascal, you were saying Ravana. Yeah, I think it should be good fun. But she's a medic. A medic with grenades. With a robotic arm. There's no healing like some good well-aimed napalm. Yes, yes. Thank you so much, everybody, for your support and your viewership. It is very much appreciated. Have an awesome weekend, and I will see you next week. Until then, bye for now.